Well, it's 7 a.m. December 6th, 2025. There's 8 of us here. We're headed out to Ruby Falls.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you know, it's December 6th, 2025, and we are headed to Ruby Falls. And here we are crossing the Cardinal River, which is your first obstacle and river crossing. We didn't cross at the main crossing. The ice shelves looked a little bit big there, so we went, I guess that's upstream, and crossed over there. Took a few attempts to get the first vehicle through. Once the first vehicle was through, the rest drove through like butter. Just went good. It was an early morning. I got up at 2 a.m., left the house at 3. We left Atchison at 4 a.m. and Edson at 6 a.m. We were on the trail probably around 8 or 9. There was 8 of us coming from Edson. We met up with another 2 that come up from the Nordegg way. Total of 10. Plus we had a buddy from workshop with a side-by-side, making us 11 units. We were supposed to meet up with another friend. He was supposed to have a group of guys, and they were about an hour or some behind us, he figured. We never did bump into them. We'll tell you why later. This blue Jeep coming out of the trees here, they came all the way from Fort Mac to come on this trip. They said it was a bucket list item, and I think they enjoyed themselves. I hope they did. I'm not the best drone operator. I'm still learning, but we'll get there in time. Speeding everything up too kind of, I don't know, makes it a little bit more harder on the eyes, I guess you could say. Ruby's probably one of my favorite trails. You never really know what you're going to get. It can be really easy. It could be a challenge. All depends on weather.
This hill is slick.
Go ahead.
And it was only getting slicker spinning your tires going up it like I was, but you know, I wasn't shifting gears and I wasn't slowing down. Just keep going. It's actually a pretty decent snowfall. There were tracks in front of us. I'm not sure how old they are or when the more recent snowfall was. It was still fairly deep driving through it. That's probably the most gas I've burnt in a while doing a Ruby Falls run. I ended up using both my jerry cans and coming back. I made it to Edson on about 1/8 of a tank. Normally I just need 1 jerry can to get back. But I was breaking trail the whole day. As I mentioned earlier, you never know what you're going to get at Ruby. Sometimes it's straight ice, sometimes it's dry and snow, sometimes the water's deep, sometimes the water's not. Last trip I went, it was nothing but ice. This trip, the water hole seemed to be deeper. There was a lot more ice shelves. And that little bit of snow, you know, that kind of made it a little tougher to break trail. I regret it going in here.
Well, you just about had her there.
That was a big chunk of ice coming off the back. So I was the only one that went through there. Kelly rode on one side of the bank, I went on the other and found another spot that was easier for everyone else to cross at. This isn't it. This is the next crossing. 90% of the time you just drive through these crossings like nothing. So we had the one Toyota and the two Colorados, and the rest were Jeeps. I guess in a side-by-side. Can't exclude him, he was still there. I aired down to my typical 13 psi. This trip was actually the first trip I blew a bead.
Looks like somebody might be stuck.
Yeah, or broken, one of the two.
I hope I'm right.
Are you stuck?
So the ground was pretty hollow. I was originally going to go in front of him and tow him forwards. And then I got out and walked it, and that was a bad idea. You could just hear the ice under you. The hole he made, it was a good sized hole.
Oh, that was fun.
Ryan, you got a tire off the bead.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to reseat a bead.
So we attempted to reseat the bead. First, I have an air-powered jack, so Kyle's wearing snow pants. He volunteered to crawl under and run the jack.
All right, here we go. Looks like Ryan popped a bead. Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
And with the strap.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get it to reseat, and then when we looked closer, looked like the rim had sliced up the sidewall in multiple spots. So it was a tire change out, and I guess I gotta buy another new tire. Lovely. Well, that only slowed us down for maybe half hour, and got on the road again, or on the trail again, and made our way out to the falls. I'll talk to the drone pilot, tell him he needs some more practice. I was quite shocked. You know, it was a beautiful day on Saturday and we were the only group out there. I was also surprised to see that the whole waterfall was frozen. I kind of expected just to see that bunghole of a pit at the bottom and the water still running into it. It says it varies every time you're there. Every year it's different. Go the same month next year and it will look different. So fuel wise, my Jeep has a 60-liter tank. I'll fill up at Edson. I'm half a tank just to get to the trailhead. Usually a quarter tank for the trail. I'll add that 10 liters and that's good enough to get me back to Edson. This time I had to add 20 liters. It says braking trail. It sucked back the fuel a lot more. So on our way back, we took the South Esk. Kyle and the side-by-side, they went back the other way. They ran ahead of us. And once we got to the South Esk, Kelly led just so I could serve some fuel and make it back.
I didn't expect to see the whole thing frozen.
Yeah, usually it isn't.
It's like a crack.
Bring your salty stick. Oh, it's going great. Snow's a little deep. The river crossings are pretty good. I think Ryan broke through a couple of those and made a big mess. Other than that, it's been really good.
Awesome. Great day. Didn't break nothing today. Woohoo!
You're not out yet?
Yeah, but I watched somebody else break a tire, so.
We won't say who.
You pulled somebody else out, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Slow start, got stuck in the morning, and a bunch of Jeeps to rescue me. It's been awesome.
Hey.
Today's been really fun, but we have got stuck 3 times.
3?
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
What would you think of the falls?
It was really pretty. I haven't seen it frozen before.
Right on.
The falls were awesome.
You having a good day?
Yeah, I'm having a good day.
All right, so worth the trip from Fort Mac, eh?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
The falls were beautiful. Do it again?
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back.
Do you know Honey Badger?
That's good.
It's ATVs.
Just like that.
was such a great group of people to go with. Everyone seemed to got along real well, help each other out when needed. Just want to take this time to thank everybody for coming out on this trip. And that's a long drive for Shannon and Clay. I appreciate them making the trip down for this. Sean, he was our tail gunner. You need a good guy for that, so thank you for doing that, Sean. And he says it was just a great trip. Everyone pitched in, helped out when needed. Couldn't have asked for a better crew to go with. Headed down the South Esk now, so Kelly took lead here to let me conserve some fuel. And then we hit this road. That was 4th gear, 3,500 RPM, and you could probably walk faster than I was driving. It was deep.
I'm guessing this was the hill that Kyle had troubles on.
Looks like you had fun with this trailer at that 89 corner too.
Hey, there's something on the road up here. That's cool.
Yeah, you got a friend there. Coyote?
Yeah, no, lynx or bobcat.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So I think this is what happened at 89. This is Logan's adventure. First that, and then the other vehicle, a transmission leak. They had to go back with the trailer to get it. So they called it a day. We never did meet up with them. But thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone that came out. Hope to see you on the next one. Later.